Being a transformational leader is very important in this economy. That is when you can earn a fortune. Fortune. That's when you can earn residual income. What is residual income? The kind of money you make just by doing something right once, and from that moment you keep making money for the rest of your life. So we have been telling us every time, every day we come, that whatever happens outside of you, the economy, the weather, the moon, the sun, the Tinubu, your friend, your family member, whatever happens outside of you is called contributing factor. What do you call it? Contributing factor. There are just two factors. We have contributing factors and determining factors. What happens outside of you is called contributing factors. What happens inside of you is called determining factor. What else is called? Determining factor. Determining factor is what determines your success. The courage, the ideas, the giftings, the talents, all those things God embedded in you is what will determine your success. What happens outside of you can slow you down, can delay you, but can never stop you. So people say, I'm stuck. I don't know, because they've not yet discovered what is embedded in them as ideas, as giftings, as innovation, fidelity, all those concepts embedded in you. They have not discovered it, they have not developed it, they have not deployed it. That's why they're stuck. And what will make you a multi-millionaire is already embedded in you. All of us, we are not sent on earth by divine mistake, but by divine selection. God sent us here embedded different giftings inside of us to manifest and improve the values of the earth, and prove it, to manifest and make it become value, eternal value, in forms of product or services. And you know what? Money is a slave of value. So the moment you can cultivate and develop and deploy whatever embedded in you, that's when you can start attracting the quality of money you need that will make you a billionaire. If you are still chasing things outside of you, these are called contributing factors. These are called, of course, they are not determining factors. So we start talking about the most important factors here is you. You are the most important factor. You are the major ingredient in the journey of wealth creation. You are the major ingredient. Like, without you, there is no wealth. You are the main essence of wealth. So you are the most important factor. Tell me, I am the most important factor. Turn to your neighbor, you are the most important factor. So we create time to talk about you as a person, because wealth does not exceed personal development. Once you grow yourself, everything around you will grow. Once you refuse to grow, everything around you will start dying, because there's nothing like stagnation in life. Either you are growing or you are dying. So we have been talking about you, that you are part of the thinking class. Say, I'm part of the thinking class. We started this training telling us that those that think for a living will be paid more than those that work with their hands for a living. So if you want to make more money in life, you want to be paid more in life, there is also a operate at that point of thinking for a living. So we have started this training, and the training we are running up today, and the training has been awesome one. He started telling us that that you should value wisdom, that the greatest man who ever lived was also the richest man ever lived. King Solomon said that wisdom is a principal thing. In order get wisdom, because those things that you don't see the ideas you don't see, they are the root. Okay, we have some outlines. I think we put out the outline because we should round up this class today. The first outline we were looking at was context and content, context and concept. That was the first outline we looked at. For number two outline we were looking at was the ancient trade. We discussed that already, the ancient trade. Okay, and number three we discussed already, and that is the thinking class. We took our time to talk about the thinking class, and then also the fourth outline we're looking at the factory school system. We discussed this yesterday, the factory school system, okay? And then today we should conclude the factory school system and then go to equal opportunity. Everybody have equal opportunity in life to manifest God's given talent and God giftings embedded in them. And those that refuse to manifest is because of ignorance. And we also know that ignorance is not a demon. What did I say? We cannot cast it out. What did I say? So the only solution to ignorance is knowledge, of course, ideas, concepts, innovation. So we'll start from conclude the class of the factory school system, and then go to equal opportunity and the act of conversation. So, and the conversion. So we have to convert our ideas. So we also, when I talk about that, knowledge is information, package information, tell us to solve a problem is knowledge, understanding is explanation, wisdom is application. So if what you know is not what you do, that means you know nothing. So man's work was to think. Man's work was to think. The original work for man was to think. We saw that, of course, God telling Adam to name the animals, so that you are supposed to think. It was the fall of man that made man fall from thinking class to working with his hand to make money. That out of the sweat of your face you shall eat. So to reflect God, we must think and share our thought, because we are part of the thinking class. God created us in his image and likeness. We discuss all those ones that we are created by nature. And we also, I want to establish one fact we have been talking for some time now, for those joining on, that God actually created three things. Number one, God created the creation. Turn on creation. How did he do? He said, let there be light. Let there be light. Let there be light. That's what he said. Let there be firmament. Number two, he created the creatures. They're not creatures. And when he said that, he handed over the creation of the creatures to the creation. He said, let the earth bring forth. Let the earth bring forth his kind. Let the water bring forth his kind. Number three, God created the creator. They're not creator. How do you create it? He said, let us create man. Let us create man in our image and likeness. We said that when he said that, he said that in Genesis, of course, 1 verse 27. But that was when he created man. Let us create man in our image. So in Genesis 2, of course, Genesis 2 verse 7, he came to form man out of the dust of the earth. That means the day you create, what is not the day you form. And when you create with your mind. It's not mind. And it doesn't mean the mental arrangement of your thought. Then you can form physically. Whatever you cannot mentally arrange, you cannot form. So anywhere you are, you can actually create yourself out of it. You can use the power of the imagination, the laboratory. So God gave us a world to live before we can live in the physical world. And that word is called imagination. So imagination. And that's called image nation or picture nation. So you can actually create a picture of who you are in a nation and live in that world before you can actually become resident. Everything you can see, touch, feel today was once an idea in the imagination of the entrepreneur. But since it was an idea, the entrepreneur did not give up on his idea. He keep it and play like movie. But most of us, God has given you a multi-billion-dollar idea, because nobody has been able to teach you to believe in yourself. Definitely, you abandon the multi-billion-dollar idea, a generational idea, gigantic and global idea, because of fear and doubt. So we went out to talk, why is it easy for people to abandon their idea? It's because of the factory school system. That the factory school system, that is the industrial revolution, demand manpower. And that was to build factory, work in the factory, because the school system was designed to mass produce the job class, the slave class, not thinking class. So this was a major problem. The school system of the industrial revolution was created to produce voluntary slave, obedient slave, hardworking slave, and will work with their effort, energy, and time, and less of their mind. So now that we are in the digital age, this age demands, of course, the mind power, the thinkers, the ideas, the innovation, those that will be innovative, creative, those that will use their imagination. So the class we are now, it demands that we move from the manpower to mind power. Manpower working with your hands to the mind power working with your mind. So we need a thinking class who are rich in ideas, imagination, creativity. We discussed all this yesterday. Yes or yes? Yes. So we stopped by telling us that ideas are the source and the genesis of meaningful inventions, industries, institutions, items, physical and social systems. So ideas are the source and the genesis of all the items you can see, touch, your chair, your shoe, your clothes was once an idea. That's why we stopped yesterday. Yes or yes? So I want to start today by giving you four steps to convert, to understand. Okay, let's see. To get your idea to the reality. So if I go to equal opportunity, let me talk about the 4 steps today. So let's start from there today. Okay, so I want to prove to us that you're a thinking class, and anyway you find yourself that you don't like, you can actually go and grab a thinking chair. Tell not thinking chair. I encourage all of us to get a thinking chair, get a thinking corner, get to your house. Whether you're living in face me, I face you. Whether you're living alone, whether you're living in what you are doing with your family, please get a corner in your parlor, in your room, and tell everybody, announce to everybody, please, when I sit on this chair, nobody should talk to me. And wherever I sit on the chair, you need a journal and a biro. And just sit down there, imagine your life. Those who calm your mind, forget about every challenges in life. Start picturing your financial life, your career, your relationship, design the life you want to live. Write it down, play like a movie. Any thought you write on earth, you trap that thought on earth. The only thing that will make that thought not to be a reality is that you didn't take action. So action is the break between your thought and your reality. So once you can trap it down, that means because God, the way God created man is supposed to be the inventor and manufacturer and the creator of anything that happens in this world. So let's write this one down. The number one here is that ideas and imaginations are the language of the spiritual world. Ideas, number one, ideas and imagination are the language of the spiritual world. So everything you can see in the physical came from the spiritual. God even instigated by showing us, even light, He called our light out of darkness. So the first thing I want to establish is that ideas and imagination are the language of the spiritual world. Full stop. Under this one, let's take 1 or 2 notes. Everything physical came out of spiritual world. Full stop. Everything physical came out of spiritual world. Everything you can touch, your internet, phone, came from the ideas of mind. So it was an idea. Everything physical came out of the spiritual world. The Bible told us that the earth was void, darkness was face of the deep, and the spirit of the water hovers on the face of the earth. After hovering, he said, let there be what? Light. And there was what? Light. God called out darkness out of light. So I said everything physical came out of the spiritual world, full stop. Everything visible came out of the invisible world, including the universe, full stop. Everything visible came out of the invisible world, including the universe, full stop. So, and John 1:1 says, and in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and all things was made by him, and without him nothing that was made. So that means everything that you see came out of words. So I say God function in imagining and communicating. So for you to reflect God, you must imagine and communicate your thought. That is how to reflect God. So everything you ever see, so anything you want to see in your life has to come from your own personal imagination. You have to be the one creating charge. So I say you should write that everything physical came out of the spiritual world, full stop. Everything visible came out of the invisible world, even including universe, full stop. That is what I ask you to write. So leave the rest for me. So I'm trying to just tell you that Hebrews 11 says, the things that are seen are made from the things not seen. So you can see God, invisible, spiritual, speak to us in the idea of imagination, and of course dreams and visions are part of imaginations, and these are the language of the spiritual world. So I would like us to write this one down. Okay, some people write this one. Some people don't have an idea. Some people don't have an idea and don't realize that God is speaking to us through our thoughts. Some people don't have an idea that God speaks to us through our thoughts. Some people don't realize that God speaks to us through our thoughts. Some people don't realize that God speaks to us through our thoughts. So, and when they complain about lack, they are carrying billions of ideas. So, some people don't understand that. Some people don't have an idea that God speaks to us through our thoughts. So, when they ask God for the supply, when they have the source. So they ask God for supply when they have the source. So I told us that I did it yesterday. I want to still do it again today. But fine. I told you the ideas, and then we have here items. And I said ideas are the source. Item is the supply. Idea is the root. Items is the fruit. Idea is the cause. Ideas is the effect. So if you have an idea, you can always produce items. You have the source, and you have the supply. So they're asking God for supply when God has given them the source already. So they're asking God for fruit when God has given them the root already. They're asking God for items when God has given the idea source. Supply when God gives the source, fruit when God gives the root. So what brings out anything feasible is ideas. Those ideas happen in the imagination. Tell the imagination. But why are people not believing? Because the school system, like I discussed yesterday, has made us stop losing faith in us. Because the school system was supposed to suppress creativity in man and imagination. So the school system tell you, oh, you are not supposed to think about anything. Do what I ask you to do. So it was designed to suppress our creativity and suppress our imagination. So that is the real essence of the school system, so that you do what you are being told to do, and then do things without not thinking, to move things from here to that place. I was so shocked yesterday when I went to apply for more core members. You know, we have 5 core members with us, but 3 left this month because they just passed out. So when I went to apply, I went to the state coordinator directly. So before I met the state coordinator, I was talking to the PA. So I was telling that, I don't know, the youth of today, that when you give them book to read, it becomes a problem. I told them my experience with the last set of core members, that those NYC people that I don't know why the youth of today are very lazy. I was talking, the man took the word from my mind. He said that he has worked for NYC for 16 years. That every year, the system keep getting worse and worse and worse. I said there was one I asked him to answer query. I was so shocked that the graduate could not answer query. He doesn't know how to write query. He doesn't know how to reply query. He doesn't know. If we ask him, how do you write it? Is it the same school we went to? I don't understand. Is that we went to a different school? you cannot. I said, how did you pass? How did you from first day to 4? He said, the guy said, Because when I told him, I said, if they don't allow me come to camp and talk to core members, I don't, I'm done. I think I don't need. Let me come to camp, address the coppers. I know what I would. I would jump up and down. Copper, what, Mora, hi, John. I will run from here, come back. Now, so if I talk, I will attract them to myself. I will now select those who want to post to me. You guys will post them to me. If I don't agree, I know they do again. They now accept that you come to camp. That's to tell you that the school system has killed your creativity, killed your imagination, killed you, reduced you from a thinking class to working with your brain, to working with your hands. So you don't, instead of what they are good for, you are looking for coppers to go errand for you, we'll give it to you. That means you are now left your glory. You are now an errand boy. So the school chooses you to become an errand boy. So the fact is that, if my friend will always say, one of my mentors, that formal education will earn you a living, but self-education will earn you what? A fortune. Because self-education is to help you discover those giftings, ideas embedded in you, those talents, discover them, develop them, and deploy them. So to tell you, most of us today, the school system has killed most of our youth. In fact, the system is getting back every single day. So they are not employed. In fact, there's something that when I went to me, I saw some people trending, dunamis. I said, which one be this one again? That one story from one woman gave success story in church of his testimony, and now say I'm a BSc with law, and it was a scandal. I said, even in my mistake, even though you are stage fright, whatever happened, whether it's true or false, my own is that how can you go to school and you don't know the certificate you came out with? Whether I'm joking or not, how can you not know? I don't understand where we are going to. The factory school system. I was talking to my friend yesterday about, I went to federal government college. So the last time I went there to do project, we saw the nature of the school. The school has dropped from top to bottom. And we said, now the school will they go be this. So it does not work. I don't know how we're going to do that. So the biggest system, I told us about a book I would like all of us to read. Of course, I will try to get it for us that the mastermind is called The Conspiracy of the Rich. This Conspiracy of the Rich is not a bad book. It's to tell you the reality that most people don't want to accept. People don't accept the reality that when the Industrial Revolution came, men that built America, there are two things that will do for us in the community. I'm going to get a video for us to watch called Men That Built America. You see likes of John D. Rockefeller, J.P. Morgan, the Kennedy, the Steel guy, and likes of them, Thomas Edison. Those men, they had a conspiracy that they don't want anybody to become rich and wealthy like them. So what are we going to do? Let us create a school system that they will train people to go and work for us in our factory. So the purpose of the school system is to manufacture job class to work in their factory, manage their system for them, accountant manage their money, this one manage them. That's the fact. That's the purpose of the school system. But people don't want that same. They say, okay, show me a man who ever collected salary and become a billionaire. Go and look at the top 20 billionaires in the world. None of them are salary earner. So the whole thing about salary is just work chop. They don't work chop. As you work for government, they pay you salary. You don't work, they don't pay you. And that thing they pay you is not to make you billionaire. It's to keep you. It's a temporary. It's like a malaria tablet that just to manage the problem. So the fact is that you cannot survive that way. So we must move you from that job mentality that you are being programmed, to the place that you are supposed to start thinking, because you are part of the thinking class. You left your throne from thinking to rule your kingdom, to create and rule your kingdom, to the plan of being a slave in another man's vineyard. And that will never happen in our generation. We must educate people to see that, to make you understand what will change your world is already embedded. Stop looking for outside external factors to qualify your incompetence for not ability to not develop yourself, and start looking into yourself. So that's why number one thing is that ideas and imagination are the language of the spirit. So when you pray to God to give you items, God will give you ideas, because items is not manufactured in heaven. Items are manufactured on earth. Ideas are manufactured in heaven. So heaven cannot give what they don't have. Okay, if you go to US today, US will give you their currency. You go to UK to give their currency pounds. US will give you dollars. So heaven manufacture ideas. So that's what they have. Money neither cannot fall from heaven. So asking God to give you money, yes, God can send somebody to you. It's not like it's a normal thing. That is miracle. Miracle is God suspending natural laws in your favor. If I throw this thing up, it comes down, because that is the law of gravity. But if I throw it up and it suspends, that is miracle. Tell me miracle. That means spirituality, that is supreme being, divinity has suspended the natural laws in your favor. That doesn't mean it's a normal thing. The normal thing that what God gives to you is idea. It's an idea. But most of you, God gives you an ocean idea, gigantic idea, global idea. The ocean idea God gives that will change your life. You went and share it with somebody with a cup mindset. Cup mindset. And you go explain, tired. No evidence. As you're telling the man with the cup mindset, the man is laughing at you. He's telling that it's not possible. So stop sharing your ideas with small minds. Share ideas with great minds. Share ideas with big minds. Share ideas with people that are successful in what they do. See, there's no way you can tell an employee today they want to be an entrepreneur. They will start laughing at you. they will discourage you because they themselves, they disappointed themselves. They don't want anybody to succeed again. Like a super that they don't want to enter, they don't want you to enter. So they tried, they failed as an entrepreneur. They don't want to succeed again. Do you think they know how to succeed? They will still be an employee? They will not. See, I keep telling people, poor men teaches their children what they know. And what do they know? Nothing. They know nothing. So going to a poor man to teach how to become wealthy, you are wasting your time. So poor men also grow old. So it's not every old person that is an elderly person. Then between old and elder, I taught you in the class. So any old person that did not have results does not qualify to mentor you. Go and look for men that have results. Tell no result. Because I cannot give what I don't have. I don't have Rolls Royce. I cannot give you Rolls Royce. But I have Mercedes Benz. I can give you Mercedes Benz. So you cannot give what you don't have. If you think you know it, then you're supposed to see evidence supposed to be an outcome of that. And the evidence of an improved learning is an improved outcome. So once you learn better, you have a better result. So number 2, imagination converts raw materials into human utilities. Number 2, imagination converts raw materials into human utilities as items. So everything you can see today was once an idea in the mind of the manufacturer. So we just sit down, we start thinking. I told you about the White brothers. They sat down one day and told the world that the iron can fly on the sky. It was a man's thought, but they never gave up on their thought. People laugh at them. You know, most of you don't want somebody to laugh at you. I keep telling people, the moment you don't want to be criticized, don't be a leader. Once you have a big idea, they will laugh at you. If someone have not laughed at you before, that means you've not started dreaming. You are still thinking small. Someone should be able to laugh at you and fall on the ground and start carrying his leg up, because let your idea intimidate you. Because don't ever think small. The limitation is in the mind of it's just in our mind. So imagination converts raw materials into human utilities, that is items. So write this one down. That's useful items. God gives us tree and does not give us tables and chairs. But man's imagination converts trees into tables, chairs, boats, tools, and all of that. So God never give you anything in raw material. Everything God ever gave to man is just in raw, because God believed that he created you in his image and likeness. So you take what he has already created and into what you want for yourself. God does not give you a chair, he gives you what? Tree. It was a man's imagination that converted a tree to a table, to a chair, to tools, to boats. That's what they do. So it is your imagination. God never gave anybody anything raw, a finished product. God always gives us everything in raw material. The gold is in raw form. Man's duty to convert that gold and pass it through fire. Turn on fire. If God gives us diamond in a raw form, it is man that will convert that diamond into pressure for diamond to shine. Without pressure, diamond does not shine. Without fire, gold does not shine. Without fractional distillation, crude oil doesn't come fuel, petrol, name them, diesel. So without this life process, you cannot become the great things a human being is supposed to become. Life is a great teacher. Life is transformer. It has to transform you. People don't like transformation because transformation will make you lose your ego. You know, many men are held into their ego like this, that they rather die with their ego than for them to let their ego go. See, ego is an hindrance. Pride is an hindrance. Doubt is an hindrance. These are the things that hinders you from success. It's not Tinubu government. It's not your father. It's not your mother. It's not the company. What hinders men from succeeding in life is those things already in them. So God gives you everything in raw material. He gives you tree. You are the one that will convert it to table and chair. Like that and pray every day. This tree turn to tables into human utilities. Without ideas, we will not have items. Without ideas, we will not have items. The thoughts are things. Without ideas, we will not have items. Or take natural resources into human utility. The shoe you wear is someone's idea. The clothes you wear is someone's creativity. The phone you are using is someone's creativity. Last time I told you, Mercedes-Benz, if Mercedes is someone's name, Benz is somebody's name, Toyota is somebody's name, Rolex is somebody's name, Dangote is somebody's name. What is your name? Tell your neighbor. What is your name? Yeah. Some people don't have. Some people, they just came to this world and they want to die as if they just visited the world. No. In fact, the richest place in the world, I keep saying, is a graveyard. Books never written, songs never sung because of fear and doubt. So, without ideas, we will not have items or take natural resources into human utility. So, number 3, I said we have to consider ideas and imagination is the language of the spirit, And ideas is what converts raw materials into human utilities, usable items, useful items. So, number 3, ideas is a breakthrough barrier. Ideas breakthrough barrier. Ideas breakthrough barrier. Ideas breakthrough barrier. Any barrier you have in your life, in your marriage, in your career, what will break what will break it? Give a breakthrough is idea. Idea breakthrough barriers. Ideas breakthrough barriers. That's number 3. Ideas breakthrough barriers. So if you are blocked or stopped financially, physically, if you are blocked or stopped financially, physically, in business, in marriage, in ministry, if you are blocked, that means if you are blocked or stopped. And when somebody overworked himself, his brain stop working. Just go. When you finish our head, we'll talk about that one. Is that one where you can say the grow up, you understand? The worst thing is to tell the boy that you are not going to buy it for him. You destroy his spirit. So let him grow up. So once it's 9 o'clock, children, bye-bye to your room. Now I have time with my wife. That 9, 10, 11. Once 11 o'clock, baby girl, leave me alone. I'll carry my thinking chair, sit down. From that 11 o'clock till sleep, catch me. Okay, she's there. Okay. Yeah, she knows. She knows now. Now she make me watch television. Like me like this, television is not my thing at all. I can say from here. So because that time is that time, he said, me go and watch television. Z-World. Me, I go sit down and sleep for that place. He said, you watch as I'm watching. So the thing is that once it's 11 o'clock, she avoids me. I'm on my thinking chair. That time I carry this my journal, sit down, arrange my future. Because you stand up to work on your idea, not to work on someone else's idea. So if you're still living life on someone else's idea, that is okay. I don't understand where you're going to. Fulfillment comes by working on your idea. God has deposited so many things out of you. You will not yet discover. The world is waiting for the end expectation of the manifestation of the children of God. So when you are asking God to bless you, God will bless you with an idea. It's an idea. Sometimes what we need is just what we don't want. So we need something that we don't want, but sometimes we conflict with them. We need a lesser idea, great idea that will transform our life, that will move us from one place to another. So the next thing I want to talk about now is number 4. Ideas are the true source of Commonwealth. That's number 4. Ideas are the true source of Commonwealth, civilization, and human progress. Ideas are the true source of Commonwealth, civilization, and human progress. You can see, in the industrial economy, there was no internet, there was no phone, there was no laptop. It was man's idea that brought phones, laptop, internet. Yes or yes? So ideas are the true source of Commonwealth, civilization, and human progress. That's why you are not animal. You are not a bigger animal. You are in a thinking class. Animals, since they came to this earth, that see animal. Horses has been doing what horse has been doing from day one. Ants has been doing what ants has been doing. Lion. They have not innovated anything. But human being, we started this life. There was no aeroplane, but today we have aeroplane. There was no light. There was no shoes. There was no phone. There was no internet. So ideas are the true source of Commonwealth, civilization, and human progress. So ideas is what you need to change your life. Let's go to equal opportunity. I want to end this class today. Equal opportunity. No, equal opportunity. Let's see that all of us have an equal opportunity. I just pray that we will finish this class today. Or this one, that my time is going like this. So, on that, please, on your note, write equal opportunity under the thinking class, so that you know that all of us have what it takes to succeed. So I would like us to write this one down boldly on your note. Please, internet, everywhere you are, please write this one down. You're not taking any note today. Please write this one down. Here, this is what you take home today. When you pray for things, God answers by giving you ideas, bracket open, thoughts. When you pray for things, when you pray for items, things, God answers by giving you what? Ideas, bracket open, thoughts, bracket closes. So God answers by giving you thoughts. So the thoughts can only come when you are relaxed, when you are thinking, because you are busy. You cannot think and hold a thought. If you cannot think and hold a thought until that thought becomes a reality, you're a lazy person. Laziness is not physical. Laziness is mental. When you pray for things, items, God answered by giving you thoughts, bracket open, ideas, or ideas, bracket open, thoughts. Because thoughts are thoughts. Oga, why now? So God give you thoughts. God give you thoughts, God give you idea, God give you source, God give you root, God give you cause. So you are the one that will convert the thought to things, ideas to items, source to supply, root to fruit, cause and effect. You are the one that will convert it. So you pray for God for things. God answered by giving you thought. We pray for God for items. He answered by giving you ideas. Supply, He give you source. Fruit, He give you root. Effect, He give you cause. So people don't understand that the idea that they have will change their life. So when you pray for God for things, God answered by giving you what? Ideas. God has given every man the power of imagination. Write that one down. God has given every man the power of imagination. I told you, imagination is simply an image nation or a picture nation. So if all of us have this power of imagination, you can see 10 years from today. You can picture your 50 years from today. You can picture 1 million years from today. And you can live only to the extent you can picture yourself. You know, when God told Abraham, He said, look at the stars, count them. Only to the extent he can imagine. That is the extent he can ever live. That was when God saw his imagination. He said, I will make you the father of many nations. So don't ever think 5 years. I don't like men that don't think of succession. I don't like men that don't think about legacy. Don't think about brand. Only when they're up to 60 years, they think about legacy. Who will inherit my kingdom? Village people that are plenty. So, as of today, start thinking about your succession plan, because the essence of wealth is to transfer. Tell not transfer. If you cannot transfer wealth, you're a poor man. That means you cannot hand over something to your children. That people hand over, they call collateral property. What I say? Collateral property. They inherited it from their parents, hand over to their children. So please don't hand over property to your children. That you're not from a wealthy home. Wealthy home is supposed to come from you. You're supposed to sit down and hand over. Okay, let me say this one. There are four, I'm not going to go there. 4 levels of wealth. The first one is called wealth accumulation, wealth preservation, wealth multiplication, the wealth transfer. The essence of wealth is to do what? Transfer. And the so wealth is not just transfer of property alone. Ethics, knowledge, values that created that wealth. So let's give us equal idea. I said God has given every man the power of what? Imagination. So I said it before in Deuteronomy. I'm not a pastor, but I'm your mentor. You know, whenever I'm talking like this, Deuteronomy 8, verse 18. God said, I've given you power to create, to make wealth. That is a amplifier said to make. Other person said to create wealth. Some people say to get wealth. That God has given you power either to create, make, whatever you want to talk about it. God gives you power. Turn the power to go and make it. Some people collected the power and become powerful poor men. They don't want to use the power to get the wealth. That read and Deuteronomy 8 verse 18. I would like someone to read that for me. Just anybody can read it for me. God has given you power to get wealth. Some person say power to make wealth. You collect the power. He did not make the wealth. Making the wealth means that there are ingredients you use to make. Like you make soup. Those ingredients, what I'm telling you now, you did not make it. That's why you are not wealthy. You also get the power and make wealth. So you are calling everybody, I need money, I need car, I need this. Okay, you don't just get things. You also make things happen in your life. So who can read that for me? I'm not a pastor, but your church is enough. Tell them my church is enough. So get your phone. Are you there? What did he say?
But thou shalt remember the Lord thy God.
Okay. To get what? Wealth. So getting means, some version says, Amplify says to make wealth. Getting means that you have to stand up and take action. Take action. You don't just get things by sitting down. So you must, that means there must be some level of action. Making means you must put some ingredients. So anytime they want to look at it. But some collect the power, they did not make the wealth. And they collect the power and remain powerful poor men. God gives us power and not wealth. God doesn't give us money. He gives us power. Turn up power. So God gives you power to get wealth. This power to get wealth comes through idea. Number one, I say right on your note. God gives you power to get wealth. And it comes through idea. It comes through idea in the imagination, in the image nation. These ideas are manufactured in the image nation. So God gives you power to get wealth, and this power comes through idea. So all the gigantic, global, significant projects you want to do has to come from idea. God gives you power to get wealth or to make wealth through ideas in your imagination. Number two, if you ask God for wealth, He will give you an idea. So just understand that one. So if you ask God, well, I need money, God will give you idea. God will give you thoughts. God will give you. So you did not know that that's what God gives to you. That's why you abandon that thought. That's why you abandon that idea. That's why you abandon, because you know that that's what God gives to you. Because the school taught you about items, and you are very familiar with items. You know, you cannot achieve what you are not aware of. You cannot get what you cannot realize. I mean, you cannot identify it. So you can only achieve what you are aware of. The first law of wealth is called the law of awareness. And awareness. You can never achieve a goal you never set. So you must know it. And so number one, God gives you power to get wealth. Number two, if you ask God for wealth, that is under equal opportunity. All of us have equal what? Opportunity. Number one, equal opportunity that all of us have the power to get wealth through what? Ideas. And ideas is manufactured where? Imagination. Okay, number two, if you ask God for wealth, God will give you what? Ideas. Gigantic ideas, global ideas, generation. But when you think about the idea is so big that you just think that, oh, I cannot achieve this. You know, I was teaching one day at Breakfast Hotel, and I told the man, do you want to travel out of the country? The man said no, that how can he travel? That traveling is a bigger thing for him, that he's looking for money to eat food, no food. That his problem is not to travel. I told the man that, you know, I've been in the business for like 4 years now. There is no day I earn less than 100,000 except Saturday, Sunday, probably day. No one like it's not possible. When I showed him my lot, the man carries his hand on his head because to him 100,000 is a very big amount of money. To him, this money is just change. They not change. To so many people in this world. So if you ask God for wealth, He will give you what? An idea. Number three, this means that you are just one idea away from your health, from your wealth, and from your happiness. Write it down. One idea away. That means you are just one idea away. And how do you get the ideas? From your imagination. Because the ideas God will give to you, He will give to your neighbor. And that's why sometimes you want to become an entrepreneur, a businessman, you want to make money. You just sit down and believe your idea. Say 3 things there that makes us have equal opportunity. No, equal opportunity. Number one, God gives us power to get wealth through ideas. If you ask God for wealth, He gives you ideas. This means that you are just one idea away from your health, wealth, and happiness. If you are written that one down, shall I? So when you pray for things, listen. God will talk to you through thought. That's why you need to sit down and start thinking. Don't look for answers to prayer. Listen to answers to prayers. So answers you must listen. So God changed circumstances and answered things through thoughts, through ideas. Ideas. So I will give you 4 things you need to do, and those 4 things are very important. Very important. I want to end this class with this. I will be able to finish this one. Yes, I will end the class with this. Perfect. Please, if the thing at 9 o'clock, you forgive me today because tomorrow I have a special class. So I don't want this class to spill. So I will end with this training. And I'll take this lesson. I'm not saying this to you. I'm just your mentor, right? But sometimes I pick some lessons from the book of life so you guys can relate to it. So I'm going to take this lesson from the 2 Kings 4, 1 to 7. It's a story of about Elisha. You know, I want to summarize this story by giving you 4 things. Number 1, you must recognize your ideas. Recognize your ideas. Number 2, you must value your ideas. I'll give you the story. Number 3, and you must package your ideas. Package your ideas in forms of books, trainings, and all of that to make money. Number 4, you must sell your ideas. To make the money you are looking for, you must sell your ideas. So let me give the story right now. This woman, the husband owed some debt, died, and he was a prophet. And the wife of the prophet went to Elisha and told him, please, the debtors want to come and carry my children. The story went on, and Elisha asked the woman, what do you have? He said, I have a pot of oil. The woman said, Elisha asked the woman to go and borrow vessels. Vessels. So Elisha showed the woman how to transit from extreme poverty to extreme what? Prosperity. And from being broke to what? A millionaire. From being nothing to something. But number 1, the woman must recognize that she has something. They don't recognize. Under recognition, write this one down. Recognize that you have an idea. Recognize you have something. What do you have in your hands that's what do you have in your hand? So put it there. You must conduct personal audit. What do you have in your hand? Like a question. What do you have in your hand? Question mark. It means that everyone must conduct personal audit. Personal audit. Everybody must conduct personal audit. If you say you don't have anything, let's conduct personal audit. Just recognizing your idea. Number 1 there, right then. What do you have in your hand? Like what do you have in your house? Like question mark. It means that everyone must conduct personal audits because everyone has something like stories, skills, ideas, gifting, fidelity, concept, etc. What do you have in your house? Was what Elisha asked the woman. It means that everyone must conduct personal audits because everyone has something like story, skills, ideas, giftings, fidelity, concept, etc. Everyone has something. All of us have something. Those things you have is embedded in you as raw materials. So what we do as entrepreneur is to help you recognize your own idea, your own concept. So the only way we can help you do that is to teach you what we do. So you can go do the same thing. You need a thinking chain. I said, what do you have in your house? Question mark. It means that everyone must conduct personal audit because everyone has something like story, skills, ideas, giftings, fidelity, concept, all those things already embedded in you, etc. So something you already have from God embedded in you in raw material is the key to everything God has promised you in life. Write that one boldly. Even if you have not written anything today, please write it online. I want to type for me. Something you already have from God. Something you already have from God embedded in you in raw material is the key to everything God has promised you. Something you already have from God, you already have from God embedded in you in raw materials is a key. Raw material means ideas, giftings, skills, talent, innovation. Embedded in you is a key to everything God has promised you. You know, God created us as a creator. I told you we are creators. So everything that you need to create, God has given to you. Everything, the imagination, the raw materials, those are already embedded in you. So it is my duty to discover it, develop it, and deploy it. I said, if something you already have, you already have. You're not praying to have it. This is not a prayer, God give me. No, you already have it. Something you already have from God, embedded in you in raw material, is the key to everything God has promised you in life. Everything that God has promised you in life. You go and be a great man. Those are already given to you. So why have you not taken time to study yourself? Why have you not taken time to study your giftings, your ideas? Why? Because you are so busy in another man's vineyard, neglecting your own giftings. That is the problem. Because the school science program is going to work and be a slave, obedient slave, and voluntary slave and be collecting salary. I said, something you already have from God, embedded in you in raw materials, like ideas, giftings, innovation, is the key to everything God has promised you in life. Is the key to everything that God has promised you in life. Go and check every great man. All the great men, they didn't take outside resources to make them great. No, it's what they have. Look at Michael Jordan, Messi, Ronaldo, name them. Kumuyi, Adeboye, Pastor Christy Akinome, name them. Everybody you see, all of them is what they have embedded in them. Mark Zuckerberg, me, you, all of us. What will make us great is already embedded in us. All of us, Thomas Edison, name them, White Brothers, is already embedded in you and I. But you know the problem? You are busy working on someone else because of salary. You are busy doing another person's job. That's the problem you have. And we're talking to the same one and down. I don't understand. Is your problem food? You know, because see, I told you, what God gave man is work. What man gave man is called job. Tell no job. Job is created by man for man. But what God gives is work. Work is to work on your idea. You know, we talk about work is something you already have from God, embedded in you, raw material, is the key to everything God has promised you. So you have what it takes to make wealth. You have what it takes to do what? Make wealth. Because it will not anything make you what you already are. I didn't understand that my statement, so don't worry. Just write, if you have what it takes to make wealth, stop it there. So that will lead me to number 2. Value your idea. Value your idea. You know, Elisha told the woman, what do you have? He said, a pot of oil. He said, go and borrow vessels. Close the door. Pour it. So write this one down. Value your idea and stop calling it nothing. Stop calling it nothing. Stop calling it nothing. What do you have? Nothing. Stop calling it nothing. Value your idea. Stop calling it nothing. Most of us have not valued your idea. That is why nobody has been able to pay you for it. That is the truth. Value your idea and stop calling it nothing. That's number 2. So you must value it. Like him saying, I like Elisha. If he was Elijah will come and say, if I be a man of God, by this time tomorrow, your debtors forget about their debt. He said, amen. You know, the woman has not changed. You know, I told you, look at the ministry of Elisha and Elijah. I told him, I'm not a pastor, but I'm your brother in Christ. I'm your mentor. Elijah don't like protocol. Elijah don't like protocol. Elijah come and say, you go to God, and he said, imagine they came to carry my children, and my debtors are here to carry my children. If Elijah was the one, Elijah will come and say, if I be a man of God by this time tomorrow, all those debtors die by fire, 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 and we say, amen, 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 fire. That's what they want. But I like Elisha. Elisha is an entrepreneur. He's a businessman. He wants that woman's life to change permanently. The person must participate. The woman must participate. So that the woman will not go back to poverty. Remember, when you solve someone else's problem, without that person not participating, the person have not learned anything. Give the woman time, you're going to go back to debt again. Okay, was she not there when the man was borrowing debt? Do you think she knows she will not advise the man? We're not living together. So the thing is that Elisha know that when people come to us and beg us for money, not that we don't have money to give to you. Sometimes we want to learn the lessons. But some people, they wake up. Okay, I've been talking to people. Some people that come to me, they are begging me for the money I have. I can give, but I don't want them to get to that problem without not learning the value lessons. This is the book to read that will help, because if I talk to them, I say I made it up. I did not make it up, but they refuse to read. And someone woke up to me and say, you need 20K. Say, how many 1K? I carry 5K, give them. Carry book, give them. Say, go read the book. When you finish summarizing the book, I'll give you the 50. The guy I have in my book till today. Not be one, not be two. This not so most of the youth, they don't want the process, they want the result. Okay, I say, how can a graduate no feel like we'll continue? The time not there today. Value your ideas and stop calling it nothing. If you call your something nothing, you will lose that thing. If you call your something nothing, you will lose it. If you call your something nothing, you will lose it. If you call it something, you will have more. If you call your nothing something, you will have much more. If you call your nothing something, you will have more. Happen all to the scripture. If you call your something nothing, you will lose it. They will take it away from you. They will take it away from him. To him that have, much more will be given. To him that have not, it will be taken away. If you call your something nothing, you will lose it. If you call your nothing something, you have more. To him that have it, more will be given. To him that have not, it will be taken. So if you say you have nothing, then you have nothing. If you say you have something, you have something. It happens all to the scripture. So even if God has or nothing something, that's something. Value your ideas, because it's a pot of your oil. Write it boldly on your notes. Value your idea because it's a pot. It's a pot of oil. It's pot of oil. Value your idea because it's your pot of oil. Value, recognize it that you have. You know, most of us have the woman never recognize that pot of oil is what change our life. Value your idea because it's your pot of oil. That one was pouring the oil inside the bottle vessel. Most of the woman acts like woman, like normal woman nature. If the woman knew that oil will never cease, she will go the whole village. But because most of us, the woman was in debt to see her life be. She was in debt already. And let her go and borrow more. If you're already in debt, if you don't borrow more, it's also most of us say, okay, can't you see? I mean, they say I should go and borrow. The one was in debt, like I should go and borrow more. If I already in debt, I can borrow 70K. And they say, no, I'm already in debt, but this will bring you out of debt. So you see, recognize it. Your idea is your own pot of oil. That's your idea in your brain. Is your own pot of oil. Recognize it. Instead of thinking that you have nothing, think that you have something. Instead of thinking you are insignificant, think that you are what? Significant. Please touch yourself. Say, I'm a success. Touch yourself. Say, I'm a millionaire. Stop telling me your bank account. Your bank account is called address. An address. Who you are is identity. An identity. Once you improve, the bank account will improve. Once you don't improve, the bank account will never improve. Your bank account is a true reflection of who you are. It's a true reflection of your value. If you are more valuable, your money will be much. Value that solve more problem to more people, you have more money. Less value to less people, less money. No value to no one, no money. It's your bank account. That's what happened. So your pot of oil is your idea. Learn them, learning, knowledge, expertise, skills. These are all your pot of oil. Think of that as a key to everything that God has promised you. If everything is taken away from you right now, your job, your car, your house, You still have your ideas with you, your skill, your experience, your exposure, your expertise, your error. So you need to walk the path of wisdom. Use it. So let's talk about packaging your idea. Let's round up to this class. Packaging your ideas. Packaging your ideas. So packaging your ideas. Packaging your idea. Number one thing I would like you to write on your note is that borrow vessels and pour your content into the container. I'll show you how to do that. Borrow vessels and pour your content into a container. Like writing books, develop courses, borrow vessels and pour your content into the container. The man went and borrow vessels now and pour our oil inside the container. The same principle apply in your life, apply in my life. I've written 2 books already on Amazon. I just borrow the vessels. I'm making money every day. I just go to my Amazon account, I check I see some dollars. I'm in Nigeria. I'm making money in dollars. You can say, why this man not stressing himself? Because I borrow vessels and pour my into a container. So what you need for your ideas to sell is a container. Tell a container. You need, without men packaging their ideas in container, they cannot sell them. Without container, you cannot sell. And not just packaging the container, give it a name. Packaging a container without a name is called commodity. Tell a commodity. You are not a commodity. Give it a name. Rolex is not a commodity because it has a name. Go to the market, you see all those perfume without a name. It's called commodity. Bokosio Bendan Select. Gucci is not a commodity. It's not Okrika. It has a name. Mercedes-Benz has a name. Okay, you need a name. You need to package it. Give it a name. Tell me a name. I said, packaging your idea means borrow vessels and pour your content into a container, like writing books, develop courses, teaching, coaching program, social podcasts, YouTube channels. This is what it means. You must package it in a container. So you are not making money today is because you are not packaging your concept. You package your concept, you don't give it a name. When you're Rising Star Mentor, I say have a name. You cannot be working with me and don't have a business name, a community name. You cannot. Once you become my mastermind leader, you must have a name. Right? You must have a name because everybody came to make name in this is name that is sold. Without a name, you are a commodity. With a name, you are a brand. Only name is built succession. You need to package your idea. Don't call your concept what you have nothing. You have something. Say, I have something.
I have something.
Most of them believe in ourselves. There's a problem your people have. The last one today, sell your ideas. Let's end today's class. Tomorrow have something ready. You are part of the thinking class. So how do you get all these concepts to packages? You sit on the thinking chair in your house, carry journal, begin to write your life, your marital life. I would like to have. Think you're not married now is the best time. In fact, you're not married now is the best time to pray. It's not when you need a husband. That's the truth. I'm telling the truth. Now you go to pray. Now you want to sit down, arrange your life. I would like to marry a man, told that you must write your list. You don't go to market without market list. You buy anything you like in the market. You're looking for a husband and a wife. You don't have a list of what to buy. You buy any woman you see, any man you see. Mbongo, this is not what I want. This is not what I package. I tell people, see, I don't know how it happened in my final year in school. I have a man of God came to our church. We're talking of one of these a Valentine seminar church only organized at our church that time at the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Bokiti Junction, Enugu. I was talking about marriage. He said that you need to talk about some of these things. He said, now draw your market list for your husband. I was sitting in front of me, so we wrote our market list for our wives, the kind of woman, the kind of things we want. And he said, bring it, and then we did all night that time. That time we used to go to all night, twice in a week. Me, every Wednesday, Thursday, we used to do all night. Pray. And that was my prayer point. He said, pray now, so you not pray in marriage. I said, in Jesus' name, I pray that time because now I'm even to pray for the marriage stuff. The marriage don't make sense, Jai. I'm already 9 years of 8 years in marriage. So you can imagine that. So you also have, yes, now, no, we know they are. The guy teach us that thing now. It doesn't mean they call a woman. The guy going to teach that the brainwash us. I like the brainwashing. He wash well. He can't show the result now. So what I'm trying to say, you need to have your market list. You need to sit down, draw your financial life, write it down, your relationship, your career life. Have a list. You don't have a list, you try now. Try enter market without a list. Carry 10,000, 20K, 50K enter market without a list. The worst one are the men. Man buy anything he sees. Madam, woman go there just a small. Man is the worst man for shopping. I know some men are good. Man know the price. Men like, we know the price. Madam, how much onion? My wife will be the price. I said from today, me I need to go market again. Me. Only one that went to market to buy things my wife. In Lagos. Oh, we newly married. I want to do lover boy. Tell my wife they carry basket full of market. I want to go price. I tell her as you come and say, baby, you see this market? I'll give you money. Me and you, no market again. You don't end. Me and you, no market again. Eh? I carry basket for my wife for Balogun market for Lagos. You go collect, baby collect. I say, you go to price something, price oh. I say, baby, see, I won't go house. I'm hungry already. I say, next time you go to your market, count me out. If I ain't won't go market, I go from sickness. Baby, I'm not telling you, come on. And then they go market, me, you, market, me, market. I know they follow you. I never been to market, only once with my wife. We don't know about market. I get back for market. You know, newly married now. Love the shackles that time. Don't worry, I know my time is up. Sorry, let's round up today's class, right? So, sell your ideas, right? Say what? Your ideas. Once it's packaged, it will be easy to sell. So, sell is transaction. Sell your ideas. You sell your ideas in a process. You share your ideas on a platform. You sell your ideas in a process. And you share your ideas in a platform. So you want to share idea, you need a platform. You want to sell, you need a process. So you want to share your idea, you need a platform. You want to sell, you need a process. So Elisha told the woman to go and sell the oil and pay her debt and leave off the debt. So God gives us tree and not chairs. God gives us rock and not rings. God gives us thoughts and not things. So that's going to end. Let me give you one or two statements and we'll call it a day. God give us, I want to write this down, write it the way like this, but I want to end this class like this. So when you pray to God, God give us trees and not chairs and tables and all. God give us trees. So your idea will convert the trees to chairs. God give us rocks. So you convert those rocks and to rings. They, of course, they go, the diamond rings and all of that. God gives you thought and not things. So when you begin to pray to God to give you things, you are praying a wrong prayer. Pray to God to give you idea that solves the problem. So God gives us trees and not chairs. God gives us rings and not rings, rocks and not rings, thought and not things. Thought are causes and things are the effect. Thought are causes and things are the effect. Thought are the cause and things are the effect. And okay, we thought we create items, industry, table, chairs, or talk about flights. The value is always with the thinker. I think we need to write that one. The value is always with what? The thinker. People who think with their head will always earn more and be paid more with those who work with their hands. That is the end of today's class. So tomorrow I have a special training for you. I have to rush and finish today's class, but as if the class don't want to finish. So, and but I have to have something special for us tomorrow. Then a special that will transform your financial life from where you are now struggling financially to abundance. Then abundance. You can never stay in a day without not making money, because you spend money every day. You deserve to make money every day. Yes or yes? Yes. You deserve to make money every day. So you're not making money every day. Anybody that's not helping you to make money every day, in fact, the person is not helping your finances, because the economy right now is speaking in tongues. So you need to make money every day because you are more than enough. Talk to us, say, I'm more than enough. Say, I'm a millionaire. Say, I'm a success. So that will be the end of today's class. So tomorrow, please don't come alone. Please, I'm begging you tomorrow. Come with your friend. You will never regret coming to tomorrow's class. Tomorrow's class will be the icing on the cake of the end today. 11 minutes past 9. So 11 minutes extra to conclude the class. That is not a bad one. So I want to talk to the online community. Please don't get involved in a business without a mentor. Please, you know why? Because mentorship is a legal shortcut to success. He that stands on the shade of mentors will see far. So see you tomorrow. See you at the top, and God bless you really good. For the rest of us, I may be taking just a few contributions from here and from here before we call it today. Check your notes. What you learned today? You must have learned so much. It might just be one, it might be two things you're taking home today. What have you learned today? Please, I would like you to share with us. What have you learned to us? What have you learned today? Can I see your hands up? You learned something today, want to share with us? Nobody learned something from this side. Okay, you learned something. Okay, I would like to hear your contributions. What is your take home today?